Hello fans and friends, this is Stormy with the capital Z. Welcome to another Warcraft recast. Today's game will be featuring the human player Empire Hawk, that you believe blue human player that is, against Lucifer, the grey undead player on this map, Secret Valley. So the matchup is right on the way. The game number 1 of the series was won by Lucifer, where Lucifer completely dominated Hawk at the where Hawk tried to let up the expansion. The map was Last Refuge, I guess. Game number 2 was won by Hawk, where Hawk somehow managed to set up his expansion and power out Lucifer in the game. Like time him out from his near his gold mine was near depletion, and he somehow managed to get the better from him. And this is game number 3, and it is over Secret Valleys. Game number 2 was on Amazonia, that is. This is on Secret Valleys, the older map, rather newer, till less new than the oldest. Anyways, I doubt anybody got that. But anyways, getting on with the matchup, Lucifer is actually going for something different over here. He dropped his crypt first, then the ziggurat. Oh, then the ziggurat, then the altar and ziggurat. That does mean that he is going for. He might be going for ghouls, I believe, because I don't see any graveyard over here. When the undead player usually drop the go for the crypt fiend build order, that they drop the crypt and the graveyard, then go for the fiends first before the hero, that is. Now dropping a tomb of relics, making a surround against the necropolis, while the human militia will be charging right into the undead place. Gonna be seeing and thinking what the undead player is actually doing over there, and the human player is actually also going for a kind of different build order, as he has set up his farm at the very outer end of the base, just to get the extra vision of if the undead player will were to come in and harass, and the human player will be going for the creeping at the orange camp with some power creeping militia, that is. And as you might have seen the chat message over there, we are going to be seeing a lich by the undead player. This will be very interesting indeed, and the human player might just detect it until this peasant is alive. No, it's not gonna be alive. A smart move there by the undead player, that I can say, that taking out the militia, not letting it live to see the lich over here, just to see and keep it as kind of a surprise there. And now we'll be charging to picking up that rod of necromancy, that is, and we'll be going for some creeping, perhaps. Yes, some creeping at the green camp, while the human player is doing the same. Almost done, that is. Human player now, and one more thing, human player actually set up his tower at the outer side of the town hall. Not many players tend to do that, but let's see how it goes. And he just said out. I do believe someone was lagging or something while their game was going on. Human player now going for another green camp which was beside his base, and now the undead player will be charging into the human player along with all the skeleton minions, and the ghouls will be trying to get a surround of the footmen. Footmen managed to escape. Human player retreating back, seeing that he cannot fight this big of an undead army. And one thing I'd like to mention over here is that the undead ghouls that is already there here, they won't be regenerating unless and until they step over the blight. This is actually something I discovered recently. Don't blame me for that or anything. I have absolutely no idea about undead. Anyway, the undead player going around inside the human base. Human player seemed to be near ringing the town bell, although he just pulled in those militias, and now trying to chase away the undead ghouls. Ghouls are trying to surround the archmage over there, and archmage running away, going back to the base, and the undead player forced to go away there and trying to get another surround. A surround might come up, and oh my, there's the Nova, and there's a that surround just missed, and the human player barely managed to escape. Human player is out of the surround, and right now the undead ghouls will be trying to chase away the human archmage. Wouldn't be very useful though. And as the archmage will be going near the shop, will be picking up the boost of speed, which will be giving him all the speed, all the extra running speed that he needs against these undead ghouls. And the human footmen, that is, are going to be trying to attack those ghouls a little. Ghouls will be going back and forth a little, and it seems like the footmen are going to be all the humans and all the units that were kind of helter-skelter in there, and it's actually hard to find out from what color is it. If this was a mirror matchup, I'd definitely won't be finding out whose units belong to whom. That's one thing for sure. Anyways, getting back to the game and to that concept that I was pointing out a little earlier, that these undead ghouls will not be regenerating unless or until they step on the blight over there. And human player will be creeping at the expansion point. His expansion point, he's almost done over there, and the expansion might very well come over here, as I don't see many ghouls over here. Seems like the human player did manage to take out many of the ghouls over there, and get that they're actually, oh my, the Lich has a very low hit point. Lich has to escape over here if he has to survive, and oh my, the last survival, and the Lich goes down. A very kind of a turning point in the game, when the undead player had a good harassment set up on the human player, but the human player somehow managing to survive, and the undead player that is set back in this game very much. And the human player now charging into the undead's base with the archmage, while the Lich will be coming back reviving, and the undead player actually transitioning into gargoyles, which is kind of the usual choice when you go for mass ghouls. You go for gargoyles when you get to tier 2. And that's actually a good choice, because the human player doesn't have any production units that actually can attack the air units that the gargoyles, unless he builds a blacksmith, that is. And I know the undead Lich is back. Lich will be trying to chase over the human player from the undead space, and the undead player is not looking very so good, that I have to say, because the Tomb of Relics going down, and he's not actually pulling any of acolytes from to like repair it. Oh, sorry about that. Too much disturbance over here. Anyways, getting back to the game, the undead player just lost the Tomb of Relics, and that will be another pushback for him, as he is training, continuing to train more gargoyles, which will be being good against these footmen. But as long as the elemental and the archmage are alive, they will be targeted a little. Not that very much if they get masked up, that is. But right now, what the undead player actually can do is like run around, yes, just like that, and then attack those footmen from the side, because these elementals are very slow. As you can see, their movement speed is slow over there, and the gargoyles are flying units and are much faster, believe me. Well, the footmen will be trying to take out these skeleton minions, which are actually acting as scouts over here, and they are going to be timing out soon enough. And now the undead player will be trying to harass a little more, I do believe, yes. And oh my, and this is one thing that the undead player will not be very comfortable with, that is that he does not have any ground units over here, just because he's training gargoyles. And because he's training gargoyles, it will be working just like that, as that footman died over there. But he won't be having any fronting units that will be tanking for the Lich, and will be like blocking away the path for the human player to reach the Lich. Lich will be very vulnerable to all kinds of focus fire, surrounds and stuff. Anyways, let's see how it continues on, as the human player goes to work over the orange creep camp at the fountain of health. He is creeping it out well. The undead player arrives, and the undead player attacking the human archmage. Human archmage getting at low hit points, and now the undead player might even get some jacks over there, but that's not really his motive. His motive is to get the human player out over here and deal some serious damage, that is. And that's taking out that dragon. And actually that wasn't a very good move, as that dragon actually dropped the Lion Horn of Stormwind, which actually gave the human player the last set that he needed for his good set of items over here. Town Patrol, Claws of Necklace 6, Pendant of Energy, Boost of Speed, Gloves of Haste, and the Lion Horn. And there it goes. That's just as I said, the Lich won't be having anything to tank with, which will be cutting down his hit points a little. Okay, the undead player is training a DK as well, as he did reach tier 2, and he's training obsidian statues, which do wonder for the undead player at times, rejuvenating the hit points and the mana for the undead army practically anywhere. And let's see how it fares right here. Well, the human player will be going to work over the orange camp at the Goblin Merchant, and actually just leaving away that tomb of relics. Here comes the DK won't be that effective until he gets to a good level against human player. He does need the unholy aura for the undead army, and now taking out these elementals one by one, human player forced to retreat back, and seems like the human player is actually towering up his completely towering up, you can say, his bases, and that actually is kind of good against this kind of an undead army. While the undead player going for destroyer form, destroyers will be coming up soon, will be added to the army, and we see a panda. So okay, so a lich, DK and panda. Let's see how this combination works. While the undead player goes to creep at the green camp, right, at the goblin merchant, that is. Human player comes behind and gonna be trying to harass, a little, while the undead player oh god, I'm really losing it a little. Anyways, now getting back to the game, the DK is getting a low hit point just because he does not have unholy aura at the moment. And oh my good fire breath over there, and that fire breath is gonna be helping away the the undead there. That is very much. And seems like this new combination, well, I wouldn't say it's new, but uncommon, yes, that would be a appropriate word. This uncommon combination of the undead player is working very well against this human player, it seems like, at this point. While the undead player go for some creeping at the orange fountain of health camp. I really like naming them, don't I? Anyways, now some ghouls will seem to be going over there, and they're going to be being focused a little by the archmage and the elementals, while they'll be able to run away easily though, and they'll be able to regenerate from the fountain of health and these obtained statues. Seems like the undead player has a acolyte at this location. I have no idea why. Human player finally trading his second hero, the MK, and the Stormbolt is going to be helping him very much, getting a parapet of vitality. I do believe vitality, yes it is, and that's going to be increasing the base hit points of the human player, while the human player will be trying to focus down those gargoyles. I actually used a Stormbolt over it there, and oh my, that little lag over there, don't know why, but the human player is completely trying to do as much as damage as he can, but it's kind of suicidal because, that's why I said it's suicidal, because the other player has a good army over here, and the human player is just attacking him with just 2 heroes like over there. I don't think I've seen any footmen over there. Absolutely foot, and the other player has just set up his started setting up his expansion, that is, as the haunted gold mine and the necropolis goes down, and we are gonna be seeing a shade as well, some sacrificial pit, and we might even see, I won't be surprised to see Frostworm, seeing that the other player has the other 2 flying units of the undead army right at this point right now. And right now we'll be trying to take out the red camp, not the orange, red camp, and that will be giving him one epic item over there, crystal ball. Not so very epic, not a power up, but it will be useful for anytime scouting. Let's see how it fares. And oh my, the human player is one heck of a smart area. He just built 3 Griffin Ivories and has trained like mass Dragonhawk riders inside his base, and the undead player actually being lucky to receive that crystal ball from that ogre warlord, that is, and now just used it over his base, and does know that the human player is going for mass anti-air, and now the undead will be having to go back because he cannot fight those anti-air units with these gargoyles, as they can like use that aerial shackle him and ensnare them right away just at sight. And doesn't seem like the undead will be able to, and oh, there it goes, they're gonna be shackling them one by one, all of them shackle. And these Dragonhawk riders, it's been a while since we have seen Dragonhawk riders, that's one thing. They're pretty good units, and they're one of the best anti-air units or against any air, best anti-air units. Oh god, I am really losing it, I guess. Anyways, now the undead player trying to focus down the heroes. You know, we got the third hero here. Got the hand, got the MK down. I do believe that Holy Light wasn't time or wasn't cooled down. I guess. Oh god, I'm just losing these terms on right at the nick of time and just forgetting everything and stuff. And it seems like the undead is now decided to transition and go back to fiends. Just he says screw up all the different strategies. I'm going back to fiends, the staple undead, good strong tanking unit, and they work very well with the DK, Death Coil, Unholy Aura, and their web and burrow, right? So it seems like the undead player wants to creep out this red camp as well. I do believe. Oh my, the human player also has Griffin Rider right now. Griffin Rider are they are really strong air units, and they're gonna be doing some good amount of damage against the undead player. Yeah, he actually reach it to 1+ defense as well, 1+ attack and 1 defense. And the undead player still wants to creep at that red camp before going for an attack or something. And I do believe the human player is being followed by a shade, because one shade is ready for the undead player. And oh, that wasn't a, I thought that was Stormbolt. Oh, that was a Stormbolt. That was a hammer by the Griffin Rider. Stormbolt stuns the enemy. And right now the human player, having this massive air army, will be charging into the undead player. Gonna be trying to take out these units one by one, but these fiends, being the good undead evading unit, they can evade themselves and save themselves very well. At one down, one Griffin Rider down, and it seems like this will be the last fight of the game. I'm pretty sure the human player will win, because he just has too many units over here, and this point the undead player just isn't ready for this kind of an attack, and then they're doing everything he can, but he's practically done, I guess, because human player has just over exceeded his army capacity somehow, as some people like to say. Anyways, Lucifer calls out a GG. Good game, well played by both players. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for watching, thank you for listening. If you do like it, comment below, hit the thumbs up button, and do subscribe if you already haven't. This is pretty much about it. Have a nice day. See out. We are YouTube.